hold on tight.
Yeah.
Ready? Steady, go! I sometimes see other parents really fussing around their children, and I just want to say, just let them go and let them run around and enjoy themselves, and you've got to make the most of your life and every moment. You don't know if it's going to be long or short, but it's about what you do with it that makes it count. My son James is 4 years old, and he's got a condition called restrictive cardiomyopathy. Restrictive cardiomyopathy is it's a degenerative form of heart failure. The point at which we started really with James was him not eating, and there have been occasions where he tries to eat a meal and then just doesn't want to, or has even been sick. The condition's also extremely rare. It affects less than 1 in a million children. And they said, we can't do anything for your son. And the only thing we can do is that we can see if he can go on the list for organ transplant, for his heart to be transplanted.
He's on the list with a few people, about 7 or 8, to get a heart transplant. But this means he gets tired really easily, and he can run around a little for a bit, but then he gets quite tired, so he has to lie down for a bit as well. So
I think there's usually about 15 or 16 children on the waiting list for hearts. This is really why I want to spread the awareness about organ donation, because I think so many parents don't want to talk about it or think about it. Around 48%, I think, in 2012 said no to donating their child's organs, because often it happens in a very, very traumatic situation and they haven't had time to think about it. But I can't see any reason why it shouldn't be a mandatory part of school curriculums to talk about organ donation.
One person can save the life of about 7 people, because you can give lots of different things to lots of people, and I think it's really important.
Okay, I'm not going to take it off. Can I just have a look? I want to be able to protect my child, and that's my job, and I can't do that, and it's really, really hard. And I try not to think about the possibility that he might die and he might not make it. And it is a worry to know how his heart's functioning, and I used to go and listen to it a bit at night, but I don't think that really helps in any way, apart from getting me more worried. But sometimes it's racing really fast, and other times it's beating really slowly. And I sometimes worry I'm just going to go in there and he won't, you know.
Sometimes I can't sleep at night because I get quite worried about him.
Well, I sleep in James's room and I quite like it in there. And also I quite like to be with him and sleep with him.
James doesn't know the full situation. He knows that he has a poorly heart and that he's going to have an operation to make it better.
When you have an operation and they mend your heart?
Yes.
Did you know you'll feel better next?
Yes.
Will that be lovely?
Yeah.
How lovely?
And I would be poorly again.
But it was very strange this morning. He said to me, Mummy, how do people die? And James asked me if he's going to die, and I never thought he'd made any kind of connection. And that was really, really hard for me to hear, and I said absolutely not, and we're going to make your heart better. And the thing I worry about most really is seeing him really ill. I just can't bear the thought of seeing him like that. And you know, he's such a precious, longed-for little boy, and you know, we felt really blessed when he arrived, and I just can't imagine life without him. So I think it's really hard for us to know that for James to survive, he'll have to take a heart from someone who's a child who, has very sadly been in an accident or died.
Well, they have to be they have to sort of either have like a crash or something quite serious, like nearly probably die.
I said, how can I pray for someone else to lose their child, in order for my child to survive? And they said, you've got to separate the two things. And I certainly know from all the accounts I've read and that a lot of people find enormous comfort in knowing that their child has saved the lives of up to 7 other children, and they can transform the lives of another 2. And so we really want people just to talk about organ donation with themselves and their families. And hopefully they will be encouraged to sign up to the organ donor register. It's very easy to do online. It only takes a few minutes.
I need my food. I need... Okay, put those things back then. No. I will let you die or live.
No, Charlie!
Do you want to stay alive or not stay alive?
Stay alive.